Hey folks, my name is Justin Kosslyn from New York City. I'm a product manager in a team called Jigsaw. And today I want to talk to you about structure. Let's start by considering the tweet. The tweet is an object in space. It has a certain structure, a certain form. It's a rectangular block, to be more precise. It has certain actions on the bottom. And it exists in this format regardless of where it is on the internet. This particular tweet is actually a screenshot I took from an article on The Guardian, but you really would not have guessed that until you saw the whole context. And in fact, that exact same tweet in that exact same format will appear on other sites. For example, it's not just this Guardian article, but it's also this other article on Medialite. And you can see right there the exact same tweet with the exact same structure. Now, it's not only tweets that have this characteristic of being invariant. If you look, for example, at YouTube videos, here's a YouTube video embedded on the BBC. And it looks identical to that same YouTube video embedded anywhere else on the internet. Right? The YouTube video has a structure to it independent of its context. And in fact, it's not only these rectangular blocks. Emojis are another example of this. An emoji is an emoji, whether it's on a chat app or email or a blog or anywhere else. It is an object that has meaning and structure all to itself. Now, you can almost think of these things like Lego bricks, right? They can be combined and mixed and matched in various ways, and you can build things out of them. And in fact, it's not only layout that matters. I want to talk to you not only about structure in a visual layout sense, but also about color. Because color can be structured. You can have lighter colors, darker colors. You can have different hues. You can have different saturations, different intensities. You can think about color as a space like shape is a space. So in particular, let's look here at this example from the Washington Post. It was an expose on the black budget, and they used color really effectively. Without even reading the text, I know that they are shining a light in the darkness, because that's what the text is doing. It is white text on a black background. Here's another example from The Intercept. Again, illuminating something mysterious. In this case, very violent. They're using a red palette. It almost looks like there's blood on the screen. Very effective uses of color, I think. If we go beyond that, we can see here, this is a screenshot of grayed out menu icons. This is not just journalism. This is all of technology. Grayed out means inaccessible, unavailable. Right? It's desaturated. Some of the intensity is gone. It means I can't click on it. The color has meaning. I think that some of these meanings are rooted in the physical world. If it's night, you're walking, it's an alleyway, there could be danger. You might have a fear response automatically. It's almost biological. So the color elicits that reaction. Conversely, if it's a bright, sunny day, start of the day, a lot of energy, a lot of errands to do, there's almost a sort of associative emotional state that comes with that. So I think that designers can tap into these associations and create expectations in users. If you look at signage is a really interesting example. Green is often a background color in the world. And so green signs are context, our background. Whereas orange is a rare color, it pops more, and those are more important signs that are trying to get our attention. Red almost always means warning. Anywhere in the world, if you see a red sign, it's probably warning you of something. Right? That is a convention that we almost take for granted, but on some level was designed. People decided to use red in this way. In fact, these conventions are so strong that I can tell you with 100% certainty that that is a stop sign, even though I don't know what language it's in. But it's the shape convention and the color convention coming together to communicate a tremendous amount of meaning very efficiently and very clearly. So these are all different variables that we can play with. Color, scale, shape, placement, texture. Each of these things can have meaning if people decide they have meaning, if people agree to use them in a consistent way to convey something. It doesn't have to just be words. And so when we think about journalism, text has meaning as well. Text is the mainstay of journalism. But these other variables are so much more efficient. Even just look at this slide. I had to have a whole little paragraph to explain text, whereas the other things speak for themselves. I think that these meanings, they do take work, but they don't need the UN Security Council. You don't need 500 people to all agree exactly what a stop sign looks like. You just need a small number of people to start using it a certain way, and it can grow from there if it's catching on. So hopefully, in the next couple days here at Newsgeist, small groups of us can be thinking about ways to use these variables to convey meaning in new ways. Thank you very much.